I found success and I found freedom through that.
Okay, so I had this absolute wild idea. I went out and spoke to strangers about life, to hear their stories, gain fresh perspectives, but most importantly, remind us that we're not alone in what we're going through. Stay tuned.
Brendanavich, I'm going to kick off with a question of what's been your biggest learning in life so far?
Just like the fight for independence and like finding your way out of like what your family name and dynamic kind of defines you as. There's a lot of like morals and goods that we take from our upbringing, but it's not until we kind of take independence and get out there that we start to actually discover the world as our own. I didn't realize how different the world was until I got out there. Like, I think it's so scary every time I look at my younger siblings and the struggles that they have now in contrast to the world that's out there. I get nervous for them because I think it's also like a lot worse than they could expect.
How did you kind of really come to realize that? What moment?
I left at home pretty early, and there was just freedom in having the world in my own hands, being like stripped of responsibility outside of responsibility for myself was both like a really scary thing and a really freeing thing. I think I was so reliant on others for a long time, and my reliance on others didn't actually bring any understanding for myself or my own life. So leaving home was a big one. It's hard. It's really fucking hard.
I like literally resonate with you because I left home really early too, and it's like I think you sometimes feel like you're in this kind of shell where you're kind of guarded from everything, or maybe sometimes people do things for you when you don't get to do it yourself. So by the time you start doing it, so I feel like, oh my gosh, I'm doing this, I'm learning, this is a lot. And then on top of that, you have to kind of be an adult, there's taking care of yourself, all that stuff. But good on you, you know, for doing everything that you've done from leaving home until today. If you could give someone one piece of like advice, what would it be?
Trust your gut, definitely. I moved 6 months ago to Melbourne on a whim. I started selling clothes in Sydney, Greater Western Sydney, grew up poor, had to make my own way in the world, had to build things up. There's only so far certain places can take you, and if you feel like you can go somewhere else on a whim to change your environment and your scene, I think take it. I was super lucky in that when I went down there, I found success and I found freedom through that. It's taking that initial dive as well. I knew no one down there. I knew nothing about where I was going. I kind of just dove in. And I think also failure doesn't mean that success isn't imminent or anything like that. I think failure is would have been just as great for me in that instance. Failure is a driver, as is fear. There's beauty in failing. I think we learn more oftentimes from failure than success. So I think I'm looking to fail more now than I am to succeed. So make more opportunities in which you can fuck up.
That's such great advice. Yeah. I love that. I love that. Thank you for sharing that, because it's you know, it's true, because how do we know if we don't try?
Okay, what's your piece of advice for me?
Well, my piece of advice, keep doing what you're doing. And I think there will be times where you might doubt yourself and think, am I doing the right thing? But take maybe a page out of your book where you said, follow your gut.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah. Okay, cool.